Alrighty, YouTube, what is going on? We are back with another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content. We've got a really good, fun video today, an exciting video, a bunch of announcements from Ringside Fest 2024. It was a heck of a day for us as collectors being excited. It was a horrible day for our wallets. The pre-orders that are going to come, all of these figures that are dropping, it's a lot, so bear with me here. I'm going to try to run through these figures so this video is not 30 minutes long. I'm going to try to just show you the figures somewhere around me here, and I'm going to briefly give you a rundown of my thoughts on them while I try to look at my phone and see the pictures, because they just came out today when I'm recording this, and I'm probably going to try to drop this Friday, which is tomorrow, so hopefully it gets uploaded by then. If not, I'm a failure. No, I'm just kidding. Either way, let's get into these reveals so this video is not too long. Here we go. So to start us off, guys, we saw wave 2 of the top picks elites for year 2025. We saw Stone Cold Steve Austin was the first one that we got a good look at. Finally, we didn't really know what Stone Cold was going to look like. He comes with a Smoking Skull t-shirt. He comes with a camouflage hat, a beer can, as well as a cooler, and he's wearing jeans. It's a great figure. I love this one. I think this whole wave is really, really good, to be honest with you. The next figure that we got in here was Logan Paul, and this one also I thought looked really good. I think these are all going to fly off the shelves, to be honest. I don't know how many they're going to have per case, but I would imagine that all three of these figures move really well. They're all big names, and I think they're fan favorites all around. There's adults that like Logan Paul, there's kids that like Logan Paul, there's adults that like Stone Cold. I'm sure there's kids that probably want or know Stone Cold. And then lastly, the guy that's going to sell the best is CM Punk in his Madison Square Garden attire with the black trunks and the cutoff t-shirt, best in the world. It looks awesome. I think the t-shirt might even have, okay, no, it doesn't. It just says CM Punk on the back. I thought it might have said the Garden on it, but I guess I'm wrong. Either way, like I said, sorry if this was super quick, but I wanted to get through it. CM Punk looks great. I might have to pick that one up. The other two I'm probably going to pass on, but I'm still debating. I might not even pick up any of them because I'm trying to be better on elites, not buying all of them, because I love buying all the ultimates. But they made a very, very hard, they made that very hard for me today with all these elites. They look so great. That's the top picks. And just a disclaimer for this video, if you like basics and battle packs or main event 2-packs, whatever it's called, I do apologize. I'm skipping over that just for time's sake today. They did have a couple announcements. I know one of them was Kiana James got her first figure, CM Punk from the Royal Rumble with the red trunks on. So some cool main event stuff in there. I won't show the pictures in this video, but I did want to just mention they did announce some stuff. I'm not going to go over it today, but if you're interested, go on Ringside Collectibles Instagram page. They have all the pictures, and that's where I'm getting these pictures from today for here and here. So shout out to them for uploading these pictures before anybody else, because they were the ones running Ringside Fest. But let's get into the next wave of figures, which is going to get a little up close and personal for you guys watching with my guy Bill McKenna over at Mattel. You're going to get up close and personal because those are the only pictures that I had when this video was going up. So here we go with Elite Series 116. And it is Lexus King. We saw a brief little image. He showed him in the video chat. It was very, very cool. Figure looks great, pretty toyetic. I think it's a soft goods jacket. Again, I wasn't watching the video live. I was driving, so couldn't catch it live. But I think it's a soft goods jacket for him. Then he also showed off an awesome looking Randy Orton Elite from the same series. He's got the Daddy's Back t-shirt from when he returned to Survivor Series. So that's a really great figure. Updated Randy Orton. I'm really excited to see that one. Probably going to pick that one up. Next one we got was Lexus King's father, which is Brian Pillman, and we got him in the Hollywood Blondes attire with the tag team title from WCW. The figure looks great, and I know this one's super anticipated by the fans. Then we move on to AJ Styles, and this one I'm going to have to pick up. It's from his heel turn when he was going against LA Knight around WrestleMania 40. I actually had a really cool idea while I was looking at all these announcements, and I think maybe it was Nick Thompson from the Run-In who I heard say that he was doing this, and I really liked it, was the pay-per-views, or maybe just the WrestleManias that he went to. He was collecting all of the figures of the attires, or maybe not just the attires, maybe all of the wrestlers in the matches. I can't remember, but I think I'm going to do that with WrestleMania 40, because that was my only WrestleMania, probably the only Mania I'll go to, unless in the future I hit the lottery, because the prices just keep on going up and up. But you never know. Maybe I'll make my way back to one. But me and my dad went to WrestleMania 40, and I honestly do think that I'm going to try to recreate WrestleMania 40 in figure form. And there was a lot of figures on this list that are going to have to get picked up, so let's keep going here. Speaking of WrestleMania 40 pictures, we also had from Elite Series 116, Kevin Owens. He had the Soft Goods KO shirt with the blue, and then he had underneath it the molded shirt on the figure, which was from WrestleMania 40, so that's really cool. We also saw Jade Cargill in that wave of Elite Series 116 from her Royal Rumble debut. That thing looks awesome. They did such a good job on that. Again, the pictures may not be perfect. I hope they're good enough for you to get excited when watching this. But I thought that figure looked great. The molded jacket looked pretty solid on that as well. Then we move into, I think that was it for Elite Series 116. Yes, it was. Okay, then we move into Elite Series 117, and we saw a very small image posted on Ringside of Roman Reigns from Elite Series 117. He had on the hoodie, the black hoodie. Maybe they're going to add something on there, one of his designs, I'm not sure. But he had the plain black hoodie on. He has the bun up with the new style haircut, shaved sides. It looks really good. They also showed off Grayson Waller with the new updated WWE Tag Team Championships, which is phenomenal. I'm hoping that we see Austin Theory in the future. He wasn't announced for this, but I'm assuming, we get Grayson Waller. We're going to get Austin Theory. He's another guy I'm going to have to add to my collection if I do that WrestleMania 40 thing, as well as the next guy in Elite Series 117. They're just taking the moolah. We got Seth Rollins from WrestleMania with the back tape on where he was injured from night 1, and then I believe this is night 2's attire when he fought Drew. I have to get the figure. It makes sense. So again, a great figure there. Cool detail from Mattel. Just doing the little things on the figure that makes somebody like Seth, who gets so many figures, sell. That figure is going to move now because of that back tape, because of that moment, that match with Drew. Really smart marketing by Mattel. Also in Elite Series 117, we saw Axiom, standard in a chase version, from NXT. I don't know much about this wrestler, so I'm not going to talk too much about him. Figure looks cool, but I didn't really know he existed. Kind of looks like a Power Ranger to me, which is really cool. But moving on to the next figure, which is another great looking figure, and one that is top of the line, I think this might be the best one in the whole entire wave, is Naomi. Naomi's Royal Rumble return figure. This thing is awesome. The soft goods jacket, the Naomi down the hair, all of it, phenomenal job by Mattel. And lastly, for Elite Series 117, we saw this Rhea Ripley figure, and this thing is on the money. I think, and you guys gotta tell me in the comment section, because I still don't know, just because of the back of the vest, I don't remember seeing that at WrestleMania, but the front of the figure, I'm like, that's the WrestleMania attire. That's what she wore at WrestleMania. But then the back with the flag, it just threw me off. I didn't know if that was WrestleMania 40 or not. Comment down below and let me know if you know the answer to that. But that figure looks phenomenal. That head scan, the mold, everything about that figure is on the money. I don't care that it's not an Ultimate Edition. I have to pick that one up. It's phenomenal. What a well done figure there to round off Elite Series 117. Now let's get into Elite Series 118. And these pictures were more digital renders than not digital renders, excuse me. They were more unpainted molds of the figures, so bear with me on the images. They're not great, but I'm going to put them up anyways for you guys as we discuss. Starting off with Solo Sikoa from Elite Series 118. He is suited. I don't know if you can see it that well up here. He is suited. It looks more when he took over the Bloodline after WrestleMania, so that's pretty cool to get him in a new form, a new attire. Then we also, to go along with him, are getting Jacob Fatu, and that one looks great. I think that's going to sell so well on pre-orders, back order, the whole 9 yards. He's a great athlete and a great wrestler, great talent, and I think he's going to move really, really well. So that's exciting that we finally saw that in production, or early production. To go along with those two, obviously we saw Tongaloa and Tamatonga, so that's really, really cool as well. I don't want to just keep saying it's cool, but there's not a lot to talk about in the figures. The scans look really well. I mean, they're not painted, but they look good. So hopefully, painted and all, they look really good in hand. But exciting nonetheless to see the new Bloodline in figure form. And to go along with them in Elite Series 118, we also saw Queen Nia when she won the Nia Jax, when she won the Queen of the Ring tournament. So again, exciting stuff. A lot of good female figures coming out. Jade Cargill, Naomi, Queen Nia, ton of good elites coming out. So if you collect the women's division, that's really exciting stuff. And then we get into Elite Series 119. I think that's where I'm hopping next. Yeah, Elite Series 119, and we did not get the whole wave announced for this one, but we did get some cool figures. We saw Liv Morgan when she was on talking to the Ringside people, and Steve Ozer and Bill. She was on, and they announced that she was getting an Elite in Series 119 with her Judgment Day attire on. Looks phenomenal. Also, we saw Dominic Mysterio, not a painted one of his render, but we did see Dominic getting a new figure with the updated hair as well as the mustache. So that's going to go great, especially if you want to pop it off and put it on the Ultimate Edition. I'm sure you could do that. Maybe not with the, the same attire, like the jacket and everything from his entrance, but it could work on the Ultimate if you just have the ring gear on. Then they also had Braun Breaker on the Ringside Fest chat as well, and he was excited to see that he got another figure in Elite Series 119 from when he won the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam. It's that same attire with a new Screaming head scan, and it comes with the IC belt. That's awesome as well. Can't wait for that one. I think I'm going to have to pick that one up too. It looks really good. I thought they were going to get Ultimates, to be honest. I thought Liv and Braun might be getting Ultimates, but they didn't. Sorry to spoil it if you thought they did. And lastly, in Elite Series 119, we did see Ethan Page, who's getting a Chase version as well as a common version with the NXT Championship, which is really cool because he just got an AEW figure. He left the company, went over to WWE, won the NXT Championship, and now is getting a Chase figure there as well. So that's really, really cool. And the last Elite set that we saw was from Elite Series 120, all the way up to 120. I think the most recent Elite that I have, oh goodness, I don't know. It might be like 111, 112. I don't even know. I got to look back and see what I have here. But either way, I can't remember. I think it's the Bray Wyatt. The Bray Wyatt that came out. That's Greatest Hits. Man, okay. I have no clue what it is. Never mind. We do have two figures from Elite Series 120 to talk about, one of which was Lola Vice from NXT getting her first figure, I think, which is in the Elite line. Pretty cool for her. The figure looked great, comes with two different head scans, so that's pretty exciting. And then we also saw Cody Rhodes, which is going to be a Chase, and he comes with the suited attire. I think one is pink with the red tie and one is brown. I might be wrong, but either way, the pictures are going to be near me, so you're going to see those. And he comes with that awesome belt that Dusty, I think Dusty won it and then they took it off of him. I can't remember how it all went down with the WWE title, but really cool because they gifted that to him, I think, at Madison Square Garden when they were there last year. Just a unique figure to get by Mattel. I feel like that was such a cool figure because that happened off air, I know, him getting that belt. So either way, that's really cool by them to make a figure like that. Definitely have to pick it up for the Cody Rhodes collection over there. But really well done on Elite Series 120. Then we get into the wave of SummerSlam Elites for 2025. These ones actually surprised me. I'm kind of bored of these waves of the pay-per-view waves. I feel like they're kind of peg warmers and they don't really move well. That's just kind of what I've come to know with them. However, they did make some great figures for this wave. I will give them their props. We saw Charlotte Flair out of this one. She has a cool red attire, updated attire, and I feel like she hasn't gotten a figure in a while. She got that Ultimate re-released, but we haven't seen an Elite Charlotte, I think, since what was it, Survivor Series? Yeah, so her second time coming through these waves of pay-per-views. We also saw Shawn Michaels in a really, really cool attire with the tank top on, the jeans, that sick metal entrance vest and pants that he had. I can't even describe it, but you see the figure, it looks unreal. That one's going to have to be bought. That is like a perfect display, Shawn Michaels. Love that figure. Then they had a pretty much kind of a re-release of Triple H. I don't want to say re-release because I'm sure there's updates, and he comes with a weapon that I know is definitely more than I can see on this picture. I think it's a bat. I think it's from an iconic moment too. I might be wrong, but I feel like I've seen him with this weapon before, and I think it's the bat. I can't remember, but either way, we got Triple H in the lineup. We also got Roman Reigns coming in the lineup again, which is good because, again, the kids got to get Roman. We got to get updated Roman head scans, and that's exactly what we got in this Elite SummerSlam Elite, which was the updated haircut. We already talked about it a little bit, but he does have these shaved sides. They cleaned it up. They made it look right. I'm really excited to get those scans and throw it on my Ultimate Edition. They look really great nonetheless. And then we got into From the Vault, guys, and these figures looked phenomenal. I was so stoked about these. You know that I do buy, or if you don't know, you're gonna know now, I do buy some of the From the Vault figures. I can't pass on some of them. They're so good, and they're figures that maybe I missed out on, or I had them and sold them in the early days of Mattel. Either way, they're phenomenal figures. I'm so pumped about this line. Some of the ones that I didn't get pictures for, that they are on Ringside if you wanted to see them, but we already kind of knew these, so I didn't want to go over them again. I'll just name them off for you. And From the Vault Series 4 on Ringside Collectibles, we're getting Ultimate Warrior. We're also getting Razor Ramon in the purple attire that he had the Ultimate Edition in. We're getting Cody Rhodes, and this is really cool. They did the bruised chest defining moments. They re-released that one, but they actually threw in the Mattel Creations entrance jacket from the Ultimate Edition, which I thought was awesome. I think that's going to make the figure sell like hotcakes, so great job by them. And lastly, in that wave was Bray Wyatt with the rocking chair from the Wyatt family. Early on, he comes with that hat as well. Looks really good, but go check those out on Ringside if you haven't seen them. And getting into the Vault Series 5, which we had no idea about anything of these figures, but they're sticking with the 4 per wave, which I love because the first wave was overwhelming. I think it had 8, and then there was 6 or 8 in the second wave, and then they went down to 4, I believe, or maybe it was in the third wave they went down to 4, or maybe it's the 4th, I don't remember. Either way, they had a lot of guys in the first 3 waves, and then they kind of dipped down, which I liked. But for Series 5, we started off with a bang. We got Hornswoggle to go along with the DX figures from Series 1, and now I need those figures from Series 1 to complete this set. They're on the Christmas list. Hopefully they don't sell out. I need them. We also saw John Cone, the referee, his standard and common version, but the only one that I got a picture of because it is the, I think the common version, it might be the regular black and white version, but the chase, if I'm saying it correctly, it might be vice versa, is the SmackDown, I want to say jersey, SmackDown shirt that the refs wear. Really cool. I think I might need that one too, but it looks really good. Excuse me, lost my voice there for a moment. We also saw John Cena from the Vault Series 5. This is his The Time Is Now figure. I think it was a Toys R Us exclusive with the spinner belt. Came with the spinner belt. It also came with the United States Championship spinner, and it was his Ruthless Aggression whole promo that he cut. The cool thing about this one, which makes me have to pick it up, they get me again, is the blonde hair mold of Cena. I think it looks great, and yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pick this one up just for the Cena collection. So really, really great figure there. And then the last one from Series 5 was the Boogeyman, and I think he's gonna sell well. Also, I think he was Elite Series 98 or 97, somewhere around there, and that figure sold out. It had a chase, it was hard to find, so this one's definitely going to sell well. Great job on Series 5. And then, believe it or not, we actually saw Series 6 from the Vault, which kicked off with Cactus Jack, Mick Foley. This figure's pretty cool. A lot of accessories with this. We saw barbed wire, handcuffs, I think a wooden plank and a stop sign, and he's going to come with it looks like he's going to come with a soft goods shirt and maybe even the vest. We'll see if that's soft goods or molded. I'm not sure, but that figure looks awesome. We also saw another 2 that I'm going to have to pick up, which were re-releases of Ringside exclusives. We saw Kevin Nash. This one was awesome. It was the Wolfpack Nash exclusive that we saw years ago. We're finally getting that one back, but not with the Wolfpack title, with the regular NWO spray painted title. So that's pretty cool. And we got Scott Hall from the vault as well, and his is the Ringside exclusive re-release with the updated head scan, double jointed elbows, things of that nature. And I'm sure there's other things that I'm not noticing at first glance, but those figures look great. And to round off the from the vault elites that were announced, we did get a Rob Van Dam for Series 6, and this figure has never come out. I've never seen this figure. I don't know if they were kind of like winking at the fact that we were supposed to get a Rob Van Dam chase when he had the it was a whole controversial thing with the flag. It was the Tiger singlet elite, and we never got it. So maybe this is like them saying, hey, we were supposed to get that, but instead you'll get another cool attire for Rob Van Dam. I kind of thought it might have been something like that. Either way, really cool singlet design there. It looks great, and I can't wait to see more actual in-hand images of that one. And finally, guys, we've made it to the final 2 elites that they announced, or the ones that I at least put in this slideshow of pictures and announcements, and that is the Defining Moments wave that will be exclusive to Ringside Collectibles as well. We saw a Kurt Angle in there, and I love Kurt Angle. Really cool dude when I met him. I'm sure I'm going to end up picking this one up. It comes with a hairpiece. It comes with 2 head scans as well as gold medals and some other little piece. Oh, that's his little hat, I think. I think it's a little hat. I don't know what that other piece is floating up. You guys see the picture. But either way, Kurt Angle's in that wave, as well as one that I think is going to sell extremely well, which is the ECW Paul Heyman. That thing, to recreate so many moments from the 90s, is going to sell so well. Really a cool figure. So that one we did see as well. And now we get into my bread and butter here. This is what I love to talk about, the Ultimate Editions. This is my main squeeze right here. We saw the Ultimate Edition Raw ring in package and loose pictures. I only put a couple pictures here for us, which was the box packaging. This one comes with Rhea Ripley's first Ultimate Edition. I'm not a huge fan of that decision, but nonetheless, it's a great looking set. And the ring looks great. I don't need another ring. I have like 4 of them, but I will probably end up with a 5th because that's how it's leaning right now. I need the Rhea Ripley, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get it if I don't get the ring. If anybody's getting a ring and doesn't want the Rhea Ripley, hit me up, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. People want the figure, obviously. But either way, thing looks great, and I'm gonna have to probably get my hands on it one way or another. And then we get into Ultimate Edition Series 24, which we finally saw in-hand images of the figures, and they look great. We saw Finn Balor. He had the common and the chase. I think his chase was the white pants, and then his common was the black pants. So really cool figure there. It looks great. I think 3 head scans on that as well, and a really cool Judgment Day t-shirt with all the guys on it. It was a pretty popular shirt. We also saw in that set Solo Sikoa getting his first Ultimate Edition. They picked a cool attire that we haven't seen for Solo yet, with the Sikoa going on the pants and a screaming head scan. So I think that one's going to do great in store, just with how big Solo and prominent he's been on TV. So that one should do pretty well. And lastly, of course, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. We get his Ultimate Edition. I don't want to say last because he had so many great attires that you never know, we might see him again in this line. But we got Bray Wyatt's Ultimate Edition from his last run with the WWE before he tragically passed away. And that figure looks great as well. I mean, it's a strange figure nonetheless, but it's one that I already have on pre-order. Can't wait to get it. It looks really cool with the blue paint. So that one's awesome. And that was Ultimate Edition Series 24. All right, guys, I promise we are getting there. We're at the very end. We have 2 more sets of Ultimate Editions. If you've stuck with me this long, I just want to say thank you. And if you really liked the video, or even if you partially liked the video and you feel like I deserve a like or a subscribe or a comment, any of those things, they mean the world to me. After I edit these videos, get them up, it means a lot. So if you do, thank you so much ahead of time. And if you don't, still thank you for being here and for watching. I appreciate it. Let's get into the last 2 waves here. We saw Ultimate Edition Series 25. This set is one that we saw the renders of and everybody was excited, and now we see him in hand and I'm even more excited. We saw Damian Priest with his Senor Money in the Bank purple briefcase, his sick entrance attire. Oh, it looks awesome. That figure looks great. He's got the wings, like, also I can't describe it, on his back, but looks phenomenal. And then we also saw the Great Muta, who is the Chase. I know a lot of people, I know Dave's going to be freaking out in the comment section below about Great Muta. This figure is probably going to be a Figure of the Year candidate for next year already that we've seen it. It looks phenomenal. The soft goods, the head scans, the mist piece for the mouth, it looks sick, I'm not gonna lie. And the Chase is awesome. It's like so different from the common. I love when they do that. Finn Balor for Ultimate Edition Series 24 was kind of similar. I don't know that I'm gonna pick that Chase up, just because, I mean, if I see it I will in store. If not, I'm probably gonna pass on that one. I know it's like, oh, you're not complete, but it's like so minor. I mean, I know its pants are a different color, I don't know, but Great Muta, it's like a completely different figure with the face paint, so have to pick that one up. And then the one I'm most excited for Ultimate Edition Series 25, the final boss, The Rock from WrestleMania 40. Have to do it, guys. I have to do it. This thing, unbelievable. Figure looks great. It comes with the soft goods vest that he wore that night. It comes with the title, the Muhammad Ali title that he brought out, as well as a screaming head scan from when he got speared, or if you want him to do If You Smell, whichever one. But either way, looks so sick. This Ultimate Edition wave might be one of the best Ultimate Edition waves we've seen in quite some time. I think Ultimate Edition Series 25 has a strong case to have 3 figures, all 3 of them, in the top 10 for 2025, for me at least. I can't say it, I don't have them in hand. I'm sure there might be minor issues here and there, but for a guy that's not super complacent and picky with figures, I feel like those are some strong figures that we got coming out. So let's get into the last wave and see if it can even top it or come close. The last wave was a surprise wave that we did not know we were going to see today, which was Ultimate Edition Series 26. Yes, that's right, we're already 3 series ahead of what we have in hand. My goodness, it's getting crazy. We saw Yeet and No Yeet. We saw Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso in this wave. Really, again, just, they're gonna sell well. They're so involved in storylines. They are bold characters. I think that Jey Uso is gonna like fly off the shelves when it comes out. That thing, the whole Yeet movement, it's going to go crazy in stores. So that one's going to be hard to get. Whenever they go up on pre-order, I'm just going to grab the whole set, because the one I'm actually most excited about, people are going to laugh at me and say you're crazy, he's not toyetic, it's boring, is one of the guys that I think deserved an Ultimate Edition for the longest time and didn't get one, is Drew McIntyre. I'm so happy that he finally got an Ultimate Edition. I think he was so deserving of one and finally got one with 3 different head scans that look new. I'm trying to see. One of them looks like a redo and the other 2 look new. He's got that laughing face as well, so I'm kind of thinking maybe they'll put in that CM Punk t-shirt with the graveyard or the headstone, whichever piece it was. I'm a big fan of that Ultimate. I'm looking at it right now. I'm a huge fan. I think the wave looks great. I think they made great choices for wrestlers that are really popular right now with this demographic. And even though that I'm not watching it like every single week, the whole show, I keep up with wrestling every single week, and I do watch it a good bit, so I know these wrestlers. But even for the common fan that just collects, these are hard figures to pass on. They all look great, At least the renders do, and I'm sure they're going to look even better when we see all the accessories in hand and in box. So I'm super pumped, guys. I'm sure I missed something, and I'm sure you guys are going to let me know in the comments section. But I appreciate it. I appreciate when you do, because if I miss something and you guys want to talk about it, or you want to drop a comment and say, hey man, what about these? I really want to talk about these figures and you didn't mention them. It helps me. You know, I'm not perfect, and no YouTuber is, but I hope this video did its job for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I made it under 30 minutes. We'll see. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Take care. God bless, and have a great rest of your week or weekend, wherever it is. Let's go pick up these figures.